Mental health is something black men have to get serious about in our lifetimes. While we're here for our kids, for our grandkids, um, it's something that we have to kind of swallow our pride about and acknowledge and recognize because it can be very detrimental to us and to our futures and to our loved ones and people around us. Um, it can prevent a lot of things from happening. Um, it can be a huge division amongst families and households if it's something that's not uh, kind of rehabilitated within ourselves first and foremost. Um, if you're going to be the head of a household or the leader of a family, um, you first, have to have yourself in tune with your emotions and your feelings and your actions. Uh, Most importantly, um, a lot of damage and a lot of pain can be inflicted on a family, especially on young children, if we are not careful with our anger and our emotions overcoming us and taking us over in the heat of the moment. So many tragedies and traumatic events have happened in amongst the black households um, due to our rage and our aggression and our anger, our frustration and irritability from whatever is going on, outside of us. It may be work, whether it may be um, something that happened on the road, um, something that happened at the store. It's coming home with us and coming out and causing us to lash out on our loved ones and the ones we're supposed to be there providing for and protecting. You know, uh, Mental health is something that has definitely plagued black men throughout the decades. Um, a lot of it, definitely stems from uh, prior issues that we were exposed to and accustomed to, that we endured from our fathers and so on and so forth. Um, a lot of it definitely has to do with just never being taught or shown how to express and how to communicate and how to feel. And, a lot of us were always taught to be tough and to not cry and to not speak about nothing and to keep it all in and still try and function and still just do what you have to do as a man. Being a man was always consisted of just being tough no matter what. And it seems like a lot of black boys get taught this misconstrued, ignorant mindset and then grow up and become men and then really not know how to express, communicate, or simply have patience enough to even comprehend and reason in any moment or any situation. It's unfortunate because this is exactly why so many black boys and black men are out here shooting each other and killing each other senselessly because there's just never been any type of formal way shown or implemented to these young boys and young men how to reason, how to compromise, how to communicate, how to talk, how to express. Um, this was never instilled by an older example, an older influencer in the household. So it's non-existent once they get older, and it's a deep hole. It's a big hole in the black community amongst our men because I feel like this is the reason why there's really not that much men left out there um, that really are capable of leading a family or leading a household or uh, being able to really control what's happening, I guess, around him, if that makes sense. It's usually what's happening around the black man that's controlling him, you know. So that's a pattern and a repetitive cycle that has to kind of, I guess, you know, disappear in the black community. Um, so many black men out here turn to each other instead of, you know, turning to themselves and getting themselves together and bettering themselves and working hard for themselves and their children, the one to have children. Um, it seems to be a breeding ground for gangs and cliques to form and bad decisions and detrimental consequences and repercussions, you know. So if a lot of brothers could swallow their pride, if we could get a handle on our pride and our egos, I think a lot can change and a lot can happen for us as far as rehabilitating and recovering from our traumatic childhoods and upbringings and, you know, traumatic experiences we had even when we were older. You know, I think if a lot of brothers learned how to find other good men out here and older men that's kind of been through where we, you know, got to go and been through what we're going through now, uh, and actually just was like able to humble ourselves more to talk to these older men and older individuals, and I think that would go a long way as well, you know, for our mental and, you know, for our psyche, um, because it's the only way that things are going to begin to change. It really is. The gun violence in the black neighborhoods amongst these youth is just absurd. It's unbelievable. It's kind of hard to stomach what's happening amongst our black youth. You know, setting themselves up, lining themselves up for nothing but the grave or cell. And it's unfortunate that it's getting to this point. It's unfortunate that it's coming to this point. It's unfortunate that this is where we're at now. Um, for all the young black boys and black men out there that care to do better and care to listen, um, don't ever give up. You know, just know that better days are coming, and better days will come your way if you continue to work hard for it and stay committed, dedicated. You know, find what motivates you. You know, be careful of the music you listen to. Be careful of the things you're watching. Be careful of who you hang around because this all has an effect. You know what I'm saying? This all has an effect. This all takes an effect on your decisions and your mind, and what it is that you're trying to pursue and do for yourself. Because a lot of people out here don't want no better than what they're doing. They're content where they are in life. They're content with what they got. They're content with what they're doing. And if that's not what you're trying to do, you're gonna have to separate yourself, disassociate yourself, and do what do what's best for you to succeed. Because not everybody's gonna want the same thing out of life, and if they don't got it, they're not gonna want you to have it. So that's why it's like you gotta really decide on who you want around you and who you want to be involved with and associated with out here. Because ain't no one gonna do it for you. Ain't no one gonna make it happen for you but yourself. And it's okay to talk to someone, man. It's okay to talk to someone. It's okay to open up to people. You know, people that you trust. People that's, like I said, older than you, wiser than you, been where you got to go. Um, there's someone to talk to out there for everyone, and that's a fact. You know, no matter who you are. And I do believe that that goes a long way for everyone, not just, you know, black men. That goes a long way for everyone. You know. Um, just talking right now to this video, I feel a lot better about anything and everything. You know, I have to deal with ignorant people who don't really know about racism in America, or either don't know about it or don't accept it or can't accept it. You know, um, it's one thing not knowing about something. It's another thing not wanting to know about something, and that's tough. You know, accountability and responsibility is huge, a huge hurdle, a huge mountain for a lot of people, and that seems like that's for everyone at this point. Um, so it's if everyone came together and unified and came together as one, regardless of color and regardless of race, a lot could be accomplished. A lot could be accomplished. Um, if it wasn't for greed and the need for power, control, and war, a lot could happen for this planet. A lot could happen for the people on all four corners of the country, of the world. A lot could change for the better. Yeah. Y'all take care. Continue to have a safe weekend. Peace.